Royal Majesty here present, distinguished senators, members of the House of Representatives and Houses of Assembly here present, chairmen of local governments and SCDAs in our midst, our respected and distinguished guests and elders of the Ikorodu Division, our valued facilitators, patrons, and past chairmen of the Ikorodu Development Association, members of the executive of IKODASS, members of Advocacy for Community Economic Development, members of registered clubs and associations, invited guests, members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, and ladies and gentlemen, the first of its kind in the annals of this division, Ikorodu Economic Summit. This event collaboratively came into being as a consequence of discussions between the executive members of Ikorodu Development Association, IKODASS, and members of a not-for-profit organization, Advocacy for Community Economic Development, A-CED, over the seemingly slow pace of economic growth in the division and wide-scale unemployment which has brought about feelings of hopelessness and despair among our able-bodied youths. For those who have been entertaining fear about the business climate of this division, I make bold to say without any fear of contradiction that with its closeness to the economic hub of the nation and the rising population, which is unofficially put at 5 million people, there is no business, I repeat, there is no business that will not thrive in the Ikorodu division.
Ó dára, ó lẹ́wà ìlú tó lóyìn, ibikíbi tó ń ké wá lórílẹ̀ ayé. N kò lè gbàgbé ìlú Ikorodu, ìlọsíwájú á ṣeé ṣe, ìdàgbàsókè á ṣeé ṣe, Elédùmarè á ràn ni lọ́wọ́, àṣẹ kápólùṣọ̀kan rá èmi ò ká parapọ̀ káwa lè lọ síwájú. Ikorodu di headquarter, ayé oríwù ó ṣojú mi láyé mi. Ikorodu di headquarter, ayé oríwù ó ṣojú mi láyé mi. Dédé dire mi ànáwọ́náwọ́. Ikorodu òye, ọmọ Ikorodu òye. Ikorodu òye, ọmọ Ikorodu òye. Ikorodu ò ká ṣe rájọ́, ká lè ṣe lọ́nà ara. Ikorodu àgbà. Àjùṣe.
By the chairman of IKODASS, so I'll just align myself with that protocol to save time. But then that's not to say that I will not recognize my daddies that are here, particularly the former secretary to the government of Lagos State and our distinguished senator, who is waxing stronger and stronger every day. Let me start by congratulating the chairman of IKODASS for putting this together. Stabilizing the local economy is very apt at this time, and I want to commend you for what you have done. Also, the permanent secretary, I said we're going to do the same in. It's not only about Ikorodu. Congratulations, I wish you well. And I want to say that whatever is the outcome today will definitely go a long way in the development of the Ikorodu division. I'm reliably told that the population of Ikorodu is well over 1 million. I stand to be corrected though. You also have the industrial facilities. You have the necessary social environment that typifies a metropolitan city. And most importantly, deployment of massive security apparatus by the state government in the division to eliminate the Bado. This will help to mitigate all forms of security challenges. So the ball is in your court to grow the division to an enviable investment haven.
Well, there are a few things that we can point out to, and I believe that Ikorodu already has some of it. And I believe also that the Lagos state government is doing its best to help position Ikorodu, but they can do more. One is that Ikorodu, as we know it, is one of the fastest growing suburbs of Lagos metropolis. Indeed, when you look at it, I calculated that the average per capita income for Ikorodu should be about $5,000, which is above the national average per capita income for Nigeria on an annual basis. The average per capita income for Nigeria is less than $3,000, and of Ikorodu is about $5,000.
What is the purpose of this summit? This summit actually came up as a child of circumstances and take the economic potential of each community, understanding and seek ways to improve business activities within the community and adjoining rural areas so as to create local jobs. The strategy of this summit is an inclusive and economic program. To this extent, we are holding this summit that will seek to develop an all-inclusive and comprehensive market-based approach to fighting poverty. The program is aimed to leverage private capital with public resources, establishing trade links that benefit all business within the community.
Transportation, therefore, is the key behind shoreline development. Without transportation, it could not survive. But of recent, the Lagos State government had taken into consideration the transportation aspect on water. I have been informed that the Lagos State government has ordered a ferry taxi that may possibly move up to 150 cars at a time from Ikorodu to Victoria Island. That is the beginning, and that is a good way to show you that the government of Lagos State appreciates the importance of transportation. It is now left for us as citizens of this division to appreciate the development that must go with it, and that is the development of our shoreline. I have observed that there are 16 jetties between Owutu and Egbe. 16 jetties from where people commute to Lagos on daily basis. That is a significant factor to inform all investors that Ikorodu has the potential already and could be further developed on a higher level. As at now, we are on the middle income level. We want to go higher to the high income level on our shoreline. I commend the Ikorodu Oga Development Association for collaborating with the advocacy group. But we need to go further. I humbly suggest that there should be a Ikorodu Economic Council comprising of these Royal Highnesses or their representatives. Also, the chairman of IKODASS will be a member of the council. The chairman of the advocacy group will also be there, and an executive secretary to monitor further development in Ikorodu, the shoreline. This contribution is a clear call to all communities in Ikorodu division to profit from their endowment, and through the advocacy group, pay attention to the shoreline. In Ikorodu division, let the future bring forth Victoria Island, another banana island, another Atlantic city, and produce another Seattle in Washington State, USA, or Dubai in United Emirates. I thank you very much.
The tourism potentials of the Ikorodu division has never been considered useful by us, the indigent, and was never considered an important platform to drive the economy of this great division by any of the arms of government. Though the traditions and social cultural aspects has always been observed by us, the indigent, with constant help from the traditional heads for centuries. However, my practice in tourism development and marketing has constantly made me to see what people see
but do not take note of their importance to the economy. This act has contributed to the extinction of those attractions that falls within the natural categories, and a few that are man-made were also destroyed for alternative economical gains that are often resulted to abandoned projects with negative effect on our social development as a division. A painful one is the Majidun and Ikorodu Old Bridge, removed to an unknown destination. I know most people will still remember those bridges. When the road was still under construction, I keep asking. I went straight to everybody. Let's make them move this thing to somewhere that will constantly see this thing, because it's important. As I speak, I know nobody knows where those bridges are. And that was one huge thing that we have lost. Yes, Ikorodu water commuters are going to be the most valuable in Lagos State. Ikorodu has the highest population of middle and high income earning workers who does intra-regional economic shuttle on a daily basis, either by land or by road. This is as a result of the poor regional planning embarked upon by previous government, forgetting the fact that Ikorodu required some industrial estates and some areas that can be converted to CBDs. Ikorodu only have people that reside there. They go out on a daily basis. Nobody comes this way. If you go in and invest in boat operations for now, you find out that your boat will go this way on the island and stay there until evening. And when this happens, it doesn't give the necessary support for people that are investing to get their revenue as quick as possible. And I hope the government will look at this and start working towards creating a CBD in Ikorodu division. It will interest you to know that the Ikorodu division has a lot of man-made tourist attractions that will tell the history of Lagos State from the beginning till today. I know people will say, why? Because before Lagos Island, other towns exist, and they've been interrelating. Things are hidden within Ikorodu division that people don't know. Some people will know Akpatutu. Most of the fishermen will know Akpatutu. Akpatutu is just 10 minutes on boat ride from here. That is where the Portuguese, the expelled Portuguese, hanged out with the British, that they decided to bomb Lagos Island. Lagos Island in 1852. And that happened. The island is still there. We see Palava Island. Palava Island is where the first African peace treaty was signed between Oba Kosoko, Oba Dosumu, and the British consulate in 1862. All these are islands that can be converted into a tourism hub, and they are huge for us to make use of. There are so many other things that we can talk about here.
But what can we do in Ikorodu division? Let's get into the value chain. Imota is having the commodity market there. Cattle are coming from the north. Let's go into transportation business. Let's go to processing business, coal farm businesses. We cannot go into production of cattle. In this area, we have a lot of papillomavirus diseases. What we do is let us import, process, and key into the supermarkets and malls.
So I don't know why people say there's no land in Ikorodu to do farming. There's plenty of land, depending on how you are able to go about it. We have so many youths in Ikorodu that they have really tapped into agricultural sector, because agri sector contributes about 40% of our GDP and 70% of the employment. But it is really going down because a lot of people are running away from farming. And agri food value chain is about a link between the producers, which means from the farm gate to the processors, to the marketers, and to the exporters. And this is a whole line of value chain that we can create employment for our youths in this hub. I was even thinking that it should be the hub of the agri sector in Lagos State.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Please, concerning what I want to ask a question for, is due to the bad road we have. Because when you have markets, to carry your markets from the farm to the city is very difficult, and due to your road. And we women here, we need your help, because where women are sitting down at home, they have nothing to do. From there, there's something happened. And we don't want any such evil things to happen to our children, also to the elders people. That's just my question. Thanks.
Government is working assiduously to ensure that roads are fixed and mended within the adequate budget that the state government has. And I know for a fact that we've involved local governments as well. They've been asked to choose the roads that are going to be fixed. So we're not doing it alone, we're doing it in collaboration with the local government people. And I can assure you that it's turn by turn Nigeria Limited. It's going to get to your turn very soon. Thank you, distinguished panelists, particularly the chairman. Thank you for your kind words about Lagos State. We can only continue to respond to the yearnings of our people as government, who is responsive, and we will do what we can. We're doing our bit. We know that it's not enough, but we call on private sector people to join us. We can't do it alone as government. Part of what we are doing today is a pointer to the fact that we can't do it alone today, alone. What we are taking away from here is going to be robust. I've noted most of what we have taken away from here. I was writing, my permanent secretary was writing, the directors were all writing. That goes to show that we are with you on this journey of development for Ikorodu division. Thank you, sir, for your words on shoreline development. When you talked about my point, I went to Ikorodu Primary School, so I can relate to what you were saying. Thank you, sir. Shoreline development, no doubt about that, is the way to go. I agree with you in total. We can see what is happening with, but it's a lot of money to get those other islands that you're talking about. You can imagine what is taking place at Urushoki, what has taken place in those other places. So we need massive, massive support if we want to do similar thing in Ikorodu. We're not shutting the door though. The door is open, but I want to say that we need to have it at the back of our mind. There's going to be a huge investment. And you can be rest assured that anytime you call on government, as much as we can, we'll leverage on it, we'll see it to fruition. Thank you, sir. Sir. Well done. Well, we spoke about, please, we talk about the way bridge and the tourism development in the state. You know that even this administration, His Excellency the Governor, one of his cardinal objectives for development of the state is promotion of tourism. So we resonate with what you are talking about. We look into it. We'll come back. I talked to my colleague at the Ministry of Tourism. We'll see what we can do with regards to those areas, and we earn revenue for the state in general, and if we do in particular with regards to revenue that you are promoting. Agriculture value chain. You can't say it. You cannot say it in too many words. That's the only way for us to go. We need to eat at least. We have a Lekki Free Trade Zone there that is developing. You can imagine the number of people that will work there. They must eat. And Chinese, you know, the pigs and all that. So what we're looking at, particularly in Berigbe, is development and ensure that in edible food, because they take them to Edo now. I know that those things live here for Edo, so we can leverage on that. Berigbe is in Ikorodu anyway. So we can look at areas like that to do husbandry more. But even if we isolate pig and say, okay, let's develop pig, even though it's not generally acceptable with two religions, but at least those who are able to do it can leverage on it and supply the free trade zone with food. So, and I want to commend you and thank you, sir, for saying that there's land available at Alaha. Yes, land is available there. All you have to do is ensure that you have proper feasibility report, and you can convince government that when you get the land, you are going to do it, use it solely for agricultural purposes. And I want to urge our youths, the world is there for you. This is your own life. We can only give you the opportunity. Why can't you be proud to be a farmer? I do farming as well, and I'm proud to be one. Because we must eat, and we must eat 3 times a day. So how can we be ashamed to be farmers? I said it earlier when I was talking, that we have funds. Billions of money has been allocated for small-scale entrepreneurs, for small-scale development. Come and tap into it. Lagos State Trust Fund is there for you. Even if the Bank of Industry seems far away, even if the CBN seems unapproachable, Lagos State is there for you to come and tap into the money. Come and take the money. Make sure you use it judiciously. Pay the money as and when due, so that you won't deprive others of the opportunity of taking advantage of the available sums. I thank IKODASS for this wonderful thing. I thank those who had come. I am happy to be here. and to be associated with here. I seem to be in the middle of everything. Commerce, cooperatives, be rest assured that I'm here for development of Ikorodu, because this is the way I take to Ekpe anyway. And I told the permanent secretary, I said, we're doing similar one in Ekpe. Ikorodu, I want to. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. God bless all of us.
You can see that Ikorodu always set the pace. Ikorodu will always set the pace. Let us build on this, and we thank the Honorable Commissioner, we thank the Royal Highness, we thank our representative at the National Assembly, we thank other commissioners that are here, and we thank the President of IKODASS for what they've done. And again, I want to say thank you, ma'am. I think we will now close this.
Thank you very much, Mr.
I will
Chairman.
leave this for the MC to say what is going to be next.
We formally come to the end of this session. I'd like you all to please rise for a group photograph. Chairman of IKODASS will join in the group photograph. And immediately we will go ahead with the next session. Please put your hands, come together.
On behalf of IKODASS and A-CED, we thank the Chairman of Education. We appreciate everyone who has supported us morally and financially. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to base this program to impact and add value to our community. We are grateful to our dignitaries, honorables, Royal Highness, experts, leaders, and everybody present here today. We are humbled to have you with us on this.